legacy angle, AJ.
The boxing community erupted with reaction after the explosive clash between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua, turning the fight into one of the most talked about events in recent memory. Before the opening bell, the sport seemed split into two clear sides. On one end were those backing Anthony Joshua, pointing to his sheer size, championship resume, and long history of knockouts. On the other were the believers who argued Jake Paul wasn't just an online personality with hype, but an unpredictable threat capable of changing everything with one clean punch. Most seasoned analysts and betting lines leaned heavily toward Joshua. Still, a few notable fighters and outspoken personalities leaned into the chaos, openly backing the upset. That strange mix, legends issuing warnings, podcasters expressing real concern, and influencers making bold wagers, gave the build-up an edge that felt far more serious than a standard promotional tour. Veteran trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas offered his trademark, no-nonsense breakdown. He didn't hype Paul as a fantasy storyline, but instead highlighted the unconventional elements of Paul's approach that could disrupt a heavyweight accustomed to traditional patterns. Atlas focused less on picking a winner and more on identifying danger zones inside the ring, stressing that the matchup wasn't as straightforward as betting odds suggested. To Atlas, the fight was undeniably a spectacle and a financial event, but also a legitimate contest with real consequences.
It's a money grab. There's no doubt about that, but it's real too. We think it is anyway, and I have no reason to think it isn't. Although I wouldn't be responsible if I didn't throw that out.
Joe Rogan weighed in with a noticeably protective tone, calling the matchup one of the wildest propositions he'd seen. Rogan repeatedly emphasized Joshua's devastating knockout power, the kind that can instantly change a life or a career. His comments blended respect for Paul's ambition with genuine concern for the brutal reality of heavyweight boxing. Rather than predicting an upset, Rogan issued a warning. Statistics and odds don't matter when one punch can erase them instantly.
One punch.
Tyson Fury added fuel to the debate by aligning himself with the risk-takers. Known for stirring narratives, Fury openly suggested Paul could land the kind of shot that flips the entire story, even hinting at backing the upset himself. That statement carried weight, not because Fury rewrites probabilities, but because he embodies heavyweight credibility. His message was clear: overlooking the underdog could be a mistake. Alexander Usyk, meanwhile, took a more composed approach. Without dismissing Paul outright, Usyk reminded observers of the unforgiving math of elite-level experience. His calm assessment reinforced the belief that Joshua represents a true heavyweight test, and that crossing divisions and reputations rarely ends cleanly. Amir Khan framed the fight as something bigger than a single night. To him, it was a defining moment for influencer boxing itself. Khan argued that a dominant Joshua win could draw a hard line between traditional heavyweight pathways and the shortcut routes of the social media era. His prediction was firm: Joshua by stoppage. Dana White offered one of the bluntest takes. He publicly called the matchup a bad idea, expecting Joshua's size and experience to overwhelm Paul. Coming from someone who has seen countless mismatches unfold, White's remarks sounded less dramatic and more cautionary. David Haye, however, broke from the conservative chorus. The former heavyweight champion suggested an upset wasn't impossible, even hinting it could be historic. Haye pointed to Paul's discipline in previous bouts and the unpredictability that can come with a newer fighter. His comments injected real, tactical curiosity into the underdog argument. Michael Bisping focused on the potential cost. He worried not just about the result, but about the physical and mental toll such a fight could take on Paul. His concern reframed the event as more than entertainment, a reminder that careers and well-being are often decided on nights like tea.
To hide because Anthony Joshua is out there saying that he's going to kill Jake Paul, and a lot of people have come out of the woodworks. They're talking a lot of crap. Tyson Fury, number one.
You big bum, useless tosser. Get up, and I can't wait if Jake Paul knocks your spark out, you big bum.
But yeah, Anthony Joshua said that he will kill Jake Paul. He will kill someone in the ring if he can kill them. He's a respectful guy. He was raised by a good family, but if he
Paulie Malignaggi delivered a verdict rooted in old-school boxing realism. While acknowledging Paul's noticeable improvements, he warned that facing a seasoned, motivated heavyweight is an entirely different challenge. Malignaggi emphasized Joshua's pressure, timing, and power, elements that test even experienced fighters. Promoter Eddie Hearn approached the conversation from both sides of the business. In interviews, he laid out a scenario featuring an aggressive Joshua and a swift ending, not as bravado, but as what he believed the event demanded commercially. His comments blurred the line between marketing strategy and genuine expectation, highlighting how narratives often tighten when massive money is involved. That's all for today's video. Stay tuned, and until next time,